For millions of small businesses, TikTok is a freaking lifeline. But what happens if TikTok actually gets banned later this month? The US government gave TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, until January 19th to sell the app. And this is basically because they don't like the way that it's tied up with China, national security, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. And there may be some credibility there because China doesn't even let their children use the app, but we're not talking about that right now. If they don't sell TikTok, the word on the street is that it's basically going to be banned nationwide. But I wonder if you could still use the app if you log in through like a VPN or something like that, like through Mexico. That's maybe an option. Anyway, the banning of TikTok means that small businesses lose a super powerful marketing tool. And TikTok actually estimates that there will be a loss of almost, if not over, $1 billion in just a single month without the use of their app or without businesses having access to that app, which is crazy. $1 billion in 1 month. That's insane. And we already know that TikTok has been a complete game changer for small businesses, social media in general, right? But TikTok, for real, has been a super game changer because where else could you reach global audiences, drive sales, and then also just build connections with your customers, build community, have ongoing conversation, and then also use it to sell your goods? And so many entrepreneurs, so many businesses have literally credited TikTok with saving their businesses from closure. So, ugh, what are we going to do, y'all? When TikTok disappears, because we just have to be honest with ourselves and plan for the future that they say is coming, right? When TikTok disappears, where are you going to exactly? You've got Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and just YouTube in general, like, hey, hi, Pinterest, and Snapchat, right? These platforms are going to help you to continue to reach your audiences, but the difference is, and this like is even with Instagram, none of them have the mix of like functionality and special sauce that TikTok has as far as engagement, reach. So, what are we going to do? What are we going to do without the TikTok? What are we going to do without the clock app? Honestly, nobody knows. Nobody knows if this ban is going to happen, and nobody knows what the world is going to be like without TikTok because we've really all just gotten so used to having this tool just readily accessible. But the key is going to be diversification. That's really what it is. And the same way that, a tree, a good, healthy, strong, long living, long lasting tree, a sturdy tree, a redwood tree, like they rely on deep, wide root systems. That's kind of going to be the way that you're going to have to approach your marketing. Deep and wide, multiple platforms. You're going to have to be everywhere. In this way, you're just more able to stay resilient no matter what happens. Somebody shuts down Facebook, if somebody shuts down YouTube, if somebody shuts down Instagram, if somebody shuts down Snapchat, if somebody shuts down Pinterest, like you've got to be able to, just pop up where you can. And this is also why it's important to, have your own platform, have your own website where people can always come and find you if anything does happen. And if the internet goes out, well, I guess we're going to be back to phones and TV and radio and sending out postcards through the mail, which is still a really good way to market yourself depending on what products or services you are offering. Like the mail still exists, and we should do what we can to keep USPS, the United States Postal Service, in business. Like for real, y'all. Now, to give you all some just tangible takeaways, action items to come away from this video with, here are just 6 ways to make the most of TikTok while you can, while it still exists, while the lights are still on. And the first one is you're just going to continue to create content. Create authentic and relatable content, y'all. Number 2, collaborate with influencers. collaborate with other people who are doing similar things that you are doing. And again, none of this is new. This is more like 1 and 2 are just keeping on, as if nothing ever stopped, because there's really no reason to slow down. You might as well like maximize the use of the app while it's still here. People are still logging on to it every day. People are still scrolling every day. People are still shopping on there every day. So use it before you lose it. Number 3, also not a new tip. Trending sounds, hashtags. I know that people think that like hashtags are not relevant, and sometimes it depends on the platform, but the truth is that hashtags never hurt. It never hurts to use hashtags. I think trending songs or trending sounds are probably the more valuable of the two, but again, this is a keeping on action item. Just make good TikToks, make things that the algorithm is going to pick up on, make things that people are going to engage with, you know, do things that are going to like kind of like hook people in. Number 4, leverage the targeted ads in TikTok. Just go ahead and do that. It should be worth your while. It's a really cost effective way to reach your audience. And I think you really do see the difference when you pay to have your content, or your products promoted versus when you're just like throwing stuff out there and hoping that the people you want to reach see you. Number 5 is going to be to track your performance leveraging TikTok's analytics, and then just refine your strategy from there. Even if TikTok does disappear, these insights are going to be invaluable to you and they'll still be relevant. So if you aren't using TikTok analytics, start using them today. And then my last tip number 6, start collecting emails from your customers. This way you can reach them regardless of the app. You can start a newsletter, you can send email updates. But again, like I was saying, you should be able to exist regardless of the platform, with or without the platform. Your customers should be able to find you and contact you directly, not through an app. You shouldn't be like the business that's on TikTok. You should be the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should not be dependent on a single app at all for your livelihood. That's no bueno, man. No bueno. Anyway, we know that if TikTok really does get banned, it's going to be a serious challenge for a lot of us. But I don't think that it's a reason to fret. Don't be negative, but just see this as an opportunity to expand your marketing strategy. See this as an opportunity to refine your marketing strategy and see where you have room to grow, see where you can improve, see where you can diversify. Not a reason to cry. Like I said, definitely start expanding to multiple platforms if you have not already, and really focus on creating some long-term content. Not just stuff that's trending, but things that can live on forever and will be relevant forever. Maybe use this, as an opportunity to improve your website, or create a website or a landing page at the very minimum if you have not done so already, and promote that on TikTok. And if you do need help coming up with a contingency plan in case they really do turn the lights out on TikTok and ByteDance decides not to sell, you can absolutely reach out to the social media experts that we work with here at About Stewart. We've got about 3 or 4 folks that we partner with and would be excited to talk to any one of y'all out there. So you can go to www.aboutstewart.com and just start with booking a free 15-minute introductory call. Introduce yourself, see what we're about. We can kind of hear you out and see if there is an opportunity for us to partner, for us to collaborate. But the help is here if you need it. We do have resources available. And I'm really wishing all of us the best. I hope that TikTok does not get banned. I am concerned about national security, but I hope that TikTok does not get banned, because TikTok is great. TikTok is great. And I think that more good has come from the app than bad. But that is just my opinion. I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'll see y'all in the next one.